Weather is brought to you by your locally owned Midas in Belleville, Brockville, and Kingston. With the industry's best warranties and over 1,000 five-star reviews, come and experience the Midas difference.
A little cooler out there and a bit of snow on the ground. Did one of these on the front step this morning heading to the vehicle to head to work, and you may have too. I have some friends out there too also switched their winter tires for the warmer weather tires, the all-season radials, a little too soon, I think. I was warning them. They wouldn't listen. We are looking at another 2 to 4 centimeters of snow tonight before it ends. Flurries could be heavy at times. Within the next hour or so, we'll see that probability diminish. Some areas to the west have already dropped their advisories for the, and a lot of people emailing me and Facebook messaging me today saying, hey, what's with the weather advisory? It's only 2 to 4 centimeters. It's not about the accumulation. It's about the visibility because it's so fast and heavy, lake-enhanced flurries off Lake Ontario. It's blinding almost. If you're out on the roads, it can be very, very treacherous. Not to mention the icing too. You get a sunny period and all of a sudden it creates a puddle, and then the clouds come along and the wind picks up and it's frozen again, and you've got an ice rink out there. A few spots, just like on that front step this morning. Those flurries will end before morning, clearing Thursday, cooler. We're going to see a drop in temperatures. Still cool Friday as we see some more flurries moving in. It will probably be late in the day, late afternoon for Belleville and Kingston when that probability begins. And then as you roll into Saturday, that probability could continue for most of us. Clearing up late Saturday, so you'll still have a cloudy start to your weekend. Clearing and cooling, and maybe a little milder, but still on the cool side. Sunny on Sunday, still cool. So enjoy some sunshine over the weekend. But we really don't see, look at this, the polar vortex is dumping all kinds of cold air. Now we're not getting into the minus 20 because, let's face it, we're into spring now. The sun's a little more direct, those rays, and it just doesn't have the punch at this time of year, the polar vortex. So we are looking at still some cool temperatures. 5 is the seasonal norm for a daytime high in the Belleville-Kingston area. We had 2 in both places, 2 in Brockville as well, 3 in Smiths Falls and Ottawa, 1 in Peterborough, 0 in Oshawa, and a +1 in Toronto today. And it'll be a while before we start to see those balmy temperatures again that we're getting through February and into March. West winds gusting up to 48 kilometers per hour right now, so it's about feeling about 5 to 6 degrees cooler than that 0 right now, and still seeing some flurries even though the cloud isn't all that thick, and that's kind of what we've seen through the day. Mix of sun and cloud with a little blast of flurries here and there, and sometimes blinding as it's enhanced off Lake Ontario. 2.5 centimeters of snow since this time yesterday, and we had about 2 centimeters through the day yesterday. So yeah, you're looking at about 4.5 centimeters so far, and there's still possibly another 2 to 4 centimeters this evening before it pulls right out of our area. So there it goes, heading off. High pressure trying to slip in and give you a little bit of sunshine on Thursday. Enjoy it while you can, because more low pressure systems are poised to move in. This is our primary weather maker, reinforced by this push out of the south. This is the mixing bowl. You get the warm and the wet mixing with the dry and the cold, and then you get your active weather. We're going to be in the colder sector of this active weather thanks to these 2 lows, and so it will be snow, flurries. Could be wet flurries at times as we rise above that freezing by a notch or so. But the flurries tonight out of the way, we actually see a little bit of break in the cloud. Tomorrow, a mix of sun and cloud and clearing right up in the afternoon. Mainly sunny conditions, but come early Friday, we see that increase in cloud. And then as the cloud moves through, by the late afternoon, early evening, we get into more snow. We're calling it flurries, but it could be periods of snow heavy at times again, much like we've seen over the last few days. Belleville, it's a high of 1 tomorrow, sunny. West winds 30 to 50, so you want to bet there's going to be a bit of blowing and drifting on Friday as those winds are still fairly heavy. Brisk by Friday afternoon. The west winds that move in tomorrow will create a wind chill up to 0 degrees in Belleville tomorrow. Friday -2, and yeah, you do have those flurries starting late in the afternoon. Saturday, it's a mix of sun and cloud and a high of +3, so we do see those temperatures turn around a bit as we roll into the weekend. Brockville, high -1, an increase in cloud by Friday morning, but you're going to see some clearing tomorrow. Enjoy that sunshine through through the afternoon. Maybe some sunshine to start the day on Friday, but that cloud will increase again, and you will see some flurries by the evening. Saturday, a high 0, as the probability of flurries and light snow continues at 60% probability. Smiths Falls, you'll rise to -2 tomorrow with a mix of sun and cloud. Brisk winds, 30 to 50 km. Friday, it's a high -2, cloudy skies, overnight flurries, and Saturday, the chance of flurries continues with a high of +1. Kingston, your forecast, a mix of sun and cloud tomorrow with a high of 0, a little on the windy side, so wind chill will be a factor. For Friday, a high -2, sunny to start, an increase in cloud, and yes, you will see some snow developing late afternoon, early evening. Come Saturday, it lingers in the morning as we rise to +2. It could be mixed with some showers, and we get to a mix of sun and cloud late afternoon. Clearing right up for Sunday, mainly sunny conditions with a high 2, rising to 7 on Monday. Well, it's about time. A mix of sun and cloud, a high of 8 on Tuesday, mostly cloudy. The chance of showers returns Wednesday with a high of 7. Now your weather wallpaper.
Weather Wallpaper is brought to you by Christine Geary's Maple Leaf Tours Travel Cruise. Visit mapleleaftours.com to get into the picture.
Oh, Pa, we got some possum in the woodpile. Thanks to Eric Cayley for these shots. Don't chase them away. Keep them around the woodpile because they eat ticks and they don't carry rabies. Don't let your dogs chase them. Don't trap them. Don't poison them. Unless it's a live trap and you're trying to relocate them, that's fine. But they're good for the environment and the only marsupial indigenous to North America. Thanks a lot to Eric. Eric is usually the chauffeur, and it's Kathy taking all the pictures. But Eric got the shutter bug himself and took a couple of these shots. Cute little fellow. Look at that.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Thanks, Eric. If you've got pics, share them with us at submissions at ckwstv.com.
I think that's a first maybe for your weather wallpaper, Bill. I don't recall seeing
A possum? No, we don't get much of them. Yeah.
No. Cute little fella. We were all lulled into a false sense of spring, Bill, until this week arrived.
Yes, yes.
And it's not over yet.
Yeah.
More snow coming Friday into Saturday. We may have to shovel, actually, right?
Yeah, there may be some accumulation. We've already seen, just over 4 centimeters in the area just in the last day or so.
But the good news is, looking at your 7-day, temperatures do start to climb, and hopefully that trend continues in your 10-day a little bit later.
We'll have that in a moment.
Okay. Start to feel more like spring next week, Bill.
Yes, temperatures will be back on the rebound again, but for now it's cool. A mix of sun and cloud tomorrow with a high of 0. Much cooler Friday as we see some snow developing late in the day. Come Saturday, that precipitation continues, but as it rises to a +2, it could be mixed. That probability diminishes later in the day. We hope to see some clearing overnight. Sunday, a high 2, mainly sunny. A mix of sun and cloud Monday with a high 7, rising to 8 Tuesday, mostly cloudy. The chance of precipitation returning over Wednesday and Thursday, as high as 10 Friday with a mix of sun and cloud, and showers Saturday, a high 7.
And of course, March 29th, the Friday, Good Friday, long weekend, Easter weekend, a lot of egg hunts outside. Shauna, do you think you're going to be involved in those, or you think they'll go ahead with the weather?
I think there's a 100% chance of me being involved in one of those, no matter what the weather is, Bill. Certainly, though, nice to see a double digit again in the 10-day.
Finally.
Yeah. We got spoiled there with them, and then they went away, and now they're back. We'll be right back.
Your long-range weather watching CKWS News at 11.
Yes, some flurries today, and that's not the end of it, though we may get a bit of a reprieve tomorrow from the active weather. We're still going to stay cool, and it looks like even cooler conditions moving in as we see a couple, cold front, a trough, another low in the north helping to perpetuate that cooler air. We've got some high pressure building over the Great Lakes, so we may get some clearing, but it'll be rather cool over Thursday as we enjoy that sunshine. More low pressure lined up to move in, and here's the real weather maker for us, which brings flurries and snow late Friday. Most of us will get a taste of it, and it probably won't let up until sometime Saturday morning. With that said, the probability still hangs on for some of us on Saturday, east of Belleville and Kingston. Belleville, it's sunny tomorrow with a high of 1 for Friday, cloudy with a high -1, and a 70% chance of flurries or snow by the late afternoon. Saturday, it's a high 3 with a mix of sun and cloud. Brockville up to 0 tomorrow, and you've got some clearing, and you'll see a little bit of cloud in the morning, but it will clear up nicely. -2 is your high on Friday with mostly cloudy conditions. You will see some evening flurries, and that could continue into Saturday with a high of 0. Smiths Falls up to -2 both Thursday and Friday. A mix of sun and cloud tomorrow, cloudy on Friday, and some overnight flurries, which continue over Saturday at a 70% probability. Saturday's high a +1. In Kingston, it rises to 1 tomorrow. We may see 2 to 4 centimeters of flurries overnight before it wraps up early morning, and then we see some quick clearing to a mix of sun and cloud through the day. Come Friday, a sunny start, but that cloud increases and we get into some snow late afternoon, early evening. We see the probability creeping in. Come Saturday, still through the morning, some flurries, and it may turn to a wet flurry mixed with the showers. It rises to a +2, but then we see it clear through the late afternoon. Mainly sunny Sunday with a high 3, as high as 7 on Monday with a mix of sun and cloud. And we peak this week at 8 degrees. Tuesday, mostly cloudy, with a chance of showers returning Wednesday with a high of 7.